Working as intended.
Ah, I got hit by a meteor. That was rude. Alright, it's time to craft some planets. Can't remember much about playing this game. We'll just keep this pretty standard. Standard world. Woohoo-wee!
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
Oh shit. Impact successful. Alright, so everything is done by clicking. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate O2, heat, and pressure. First reach 175,000 Ti and create a blue atmosphere. The year 3058. So apparently I play as a criminal or something? What do we got here? We got food, we have oxygen, we have a seed, and we have to craft stuff. So we can just go out, we have oxygen, so we can just pick up shit. What do we need to craft our first things first? Backpack, iron, cobalt, iron, magnesium. So 3 iron, 2 cobalt, and the magnesium. Well, here's a 2 cobalt. Some iron, titanium, more iron. I remember a tiny bit about this game, about like what the stuff looks like. And I need a magnesium. Just maybe we need shitloads of iron in this game. Let's get my oxygen back. Magnesium, where are you? Whenever you need to find something, you can never find it. There's magnesium. It's this one. Well, this place gets flooded later. Way later. Alright. Backpack. Oxygen tank. So you equip those. More space. Alright, craft microchips. Silicon, magnesium, 3 silicon, 3 magnesium. 4 silicon, 5 magnesium. I just remember getting food is pretty tough at the beginning of the game. Alright, silicon. There's also set places for treasure, like here. What I call from treasure is that treasure is, like, it has set locations, but it gives you better stuff if you pick them up later in the game. Which doesn't really matter too much. Here's the 4 silicon. I need, what, 5 magnesium? There we go. And if you run out of oxygen, you just literally just die. Alright, so we need chip, chip, chip. But not enough room to equip them. Alright, we need to make a living compartment door. So that means I need a construction microchip. And torch, which makes me light up stuff. Alright, living compartment and a door is 2 titanium, 3 iron, and 1 silicon. And 1 more iron. Usually early game chests have a bunch of food in them. And I'll just build this, what, over here, I guess? Floaty! Achievement. Construct your first living compartment. I need wind turbines, which are iron. To start getting a bit of power. Power reaches across this entire planet. Warning, low power. I get stuff done, just build multiple shit everywhere. Wind turbine. Let's make some wind. And I get a little bit of power. So what, plus 6 power? Plus 7.2 power. And these take 0.5. So I need iron and titanium to start relieving some pressure on the planet by making drills. You need iron and silicon. It's like you need iron for everything. And there's the iron and silicon. Alright, so we need a crafting station. Let me shove this in the corner. Alright, my water. What are you doing? Take some ice and we'll make some water bottles. Glug glug, bitches. Alright, now it wants us to make craft screens. I'm gonna take iron and silicon, right? Always gonna need more iron. Any titanium around here? Oxygen. Alright, screen for blueprints. Holding control will make you rotate it on the cardinals. Need a cobalt. Make some basic information screens. Let's see, terraformation. So we're only relieving pressure, we still need heat and oxygen. And doing this stuff opens up more shit. I need magnesium for energy levels. Tier 2 oxygen tank. Also, more space. All I see is cobalt. There's some magnesium. So terraformation is just starting. I hear meteors. You can see them crashing. They just drop a bunch of shit on the ground. Alright, let's take this shit apart. You get back all the shit that you... If you deconstruct something, you get all the stuff back. Alright, so here we need iridium. Can also make some more power. What's their powering at? Available is 5.9. Alright, I can make better oxygen. Need cobalt to magnesium. That means I can travel farther. Hopefully these chests will have more food for me. I think the worst part about this game is the inventory space. Alright, better oxygen tank. Alright, back over here to pick up some food. Lots of food. Restores 40. Get some iron. Where is some titanium? We'll keep pressuring the planet. Should I wait to pick up the treasure? Get some terraforming done. Maybe it'll be better. I want to get my next level of backpack. There's some titanium. Get 2 titanium and a silicon. And let's move on to a different mining area. When you first start this game, most people are just like, I want to build and do stuff here, but you're not going to realize that you're going to run out of food. Need another titanium. Plenty of ice around here for now. We'll glug that. And there's some titanium. Alright, I don't have to set up another couple of buildings. Vegetube. Takes iron, ice, magnesium. Ice to meet you. I'm gonna be going up here. Vegetables! Do start off with a seed. My inventory space. New blueprint, living compartment window. When you want to look outside. Alright, shove the seed in there. That'll start doing some oxygen. Alright, if I want to make a heater, I need iridium, and that's up here. I'm going up the hill, random treasure. If I open it a little bit later, will it have aluminum in it? Because right now aluminum is kind of, and iridium are kind of limited. Until you get to the point where you can do some mining. Some ore extractors, which are expensive. But at that point, you're going to need a shitload of heat, I think. You know, so go way over here. There's a cave here where you can see the sand dropping off. Oh, there's tier 2 backpack. In this region here. There's also a wreckage there. We'll place some more floaty buildings. Alright, now I gotta start building stuff around here. To make it so I can actually craft water here. What are you doing? Also, this place is fucking barren as shit. Shove this in the corner. Exoskeleton. Silicon magnesium. Oh, there's some hanging out right here. Exoskeleton lets you hold more shit. On the right side. Achievement. Craft 10 items. So let's take this off. Put this on. Now I can equip more. What else we have? Tier 2 backpack. Silicon and titanium. Well, there's titanium. And there's silicon. Hold more stuff. An extra row. Alright, let's pick up titanium and iron. The search for more iron. Not sure if all this shit is static or not. The stuff on the ground. Yeah, it's like, I need iron now. Never find iron. Because we'll build some additions to this. It's like another base area. I guess I should build the screens in here too so I can see my progress. It's like, iron, where are you? Always being iron starved. And then as you get better tier stuff there and become more efficient. Glug glug. Alright, what do I need for heaters? Iron, silicon, iridium. 3 iron, 3 silicon, 3 iridium. Here's shiny iridium. The rare red ore. Find iridium. I feel like at this point the rare red ore is fucking iron. I'm gonna start heating things up in here. There, now we get some heat. Get some heat going. Available 0.55 kilowatts. My health is down a bit. Eat some food. Alright, search for more iron. To be fair, I'll probably find iron if I open up all these chests I've seen. There's a wreckage I could check out here. Looks like everything uses iron. Wait for my terraformation to continue going up. Make more power. Wind turbines don't provide a lot. We'll start swapping to solar soon, right? Yeah, see what we got in here. Materials. And delete that. We'll make a little bit of storage. Put all my excess materials. Aluminum. Almost at 1,000, which should get us something. Tier 1 solar panel. I get more power, I can just start putting down more machines. Alright, what's the solar panel take? Iron, 2 cobalt, and a silicon. Solar panel. Alright, so I need 2 cobalt and a silicon for each one. I'll have to hunt down some more materials. I can get the iron from taking apart the wind turbines. Because solar is more efficient. I think one solar is the same as, like, what, 5 wind turbines? O2. Oh, look, iron. Yeah, used for cobalt besides oxygen. Water's running low. What are you doing? My inventory space. Just start building better tiers of stuff. Makes you work through stuff faster. Delicious oxygen. Alright, solar panel. More solar panels. More solar panels. So now I have 32 kilowatts available. Yeah, each one makes, what, 6.5? What I need for heaters, iridium, iron, silicon. Also glug glug. So we're gonna get some more iridium. The other rare one you find here is, there you can find aluminum around here. There's some shiny aluminum. Don't need it for my machines yet, but I'll need a lot later. Snag some iridium. My oxygen levels. Gotta run back. Like, warning, your oxygen is low. Meteor things. Let's get some more heat going. Meteor! Tier 2 vegetube. Can I go over to where the meteor landed? And get some even crazier space dust. Is this where one landed? Oh yeah, here they are. This is magnesium, magnesium. Ah, I got hit by a meteor. That was rude. Achievement, get hit by a meteor? Ooh, aluminum. And some silicon hanging out here. Run back because of my oxygen. I guess I could carry oxygen tubes with me. More heat. Now back to looking for iron. There's some cobalt in the rubble. Some silicon. Rubble's in the way. Continue to be iron starved. How's pressure relief going? I can get to tier 2 drill soon. My oxygen. What do we got here? Oh, almost there. Gonna need some more solar panels though. More solar. Get lots of power. Make myself some delicious hydration. It's like, when do I get more oxygen? Oh, there's tier 3 backpack. There's tier 3 oxygen. I just need a lot more oxygen. You know, I need fucking more iron. Iron. What shall I do with this supply of iron? So I can start building better drills. With iron and titanium. Gotta run back my oxygen. There's tier 2 drill just in time. Oxygen low. I also want to build more buildings. Tier 3 backpack. What does this take? Aluminum, aluminum. I feel like that's a pretty worthwhile use of aluminum. More inventory space. Alright, tier 2 drills. Let's get some more drilling going. Sounds like there's gonna be more meteors hitting the ground. Yep. Get my stuff refilled. Should probably hide inside during this. Meteors! The thing I don't need a lot of right now is probably magnesium. Iron starved. It's like oxygen starved. Breathe again. Let's just keep pressurizing. More pressure. Consume that power. Alright, tier 2 vegetube. Of course it needs iron. Why wouldn't it? Did meteor land here? Is that what these chunks are? Alright, so I need to bring out some oxygen, so I need to actually look for some seeds. So maybe I'll start looking into some treasure. Maybe I'll look into the wreckage as well. Make a use for some of this random ice on the ground. Ice to meet you! Because we're gonna need some more veggies. Eat your veggies, kids. It's not making any oxygen yet, though. I was gonna need some more food. Alright, 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. Wasn't there a treasure around here somewhere? Just gonna go and get the treasures back on the beginning area. My way back through this barren area, where in the future there shall be a lake. If I'm looking at this map correctly. There's some treasure. What do we got? Whoa. Alright, that was a lot of stuff. Living compartment glass. Screen transmissions. Communication antenna. Screen progress. A lot of milestones. Well, screen progress is one of the things that I had to do. There's screen progress. 3% of the way. Transmission screen. It requires the communication antenna, which needs silicon. Also, I found a seed, so I can put that in here. This is for food, which I can't do yet. Now I need silicon. Now I'm silicon starved. Silicon. 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 What a silicon. I'll snag some ice for some water. Glug. And just place it here. Low power. Need more solar panels. And for that I need cobalt. I need food to last me before I can make the food processors. Reach blue sky. 175,000. Let's make more of these. Power restored. More solar. Keeping things heated up. Alright, didn't I say I wanted to explore? I was getting some treasure from this first area, right? Back over to my other tiny base. Pick up silicon and titanium from a meteor that hit here. Long walk. I start dismantling this stuff. Let's look in the treasure here. There's one around here, right? Yeah, there it is. Whoa. Stuff. And extra iron. And tasty food. Get a blueprint microchip. So we'll go to here and we'll decode it. Learn Tier 1 agility boots. 2 aluminum, 2 fragment. Reclaim some of my iron. More treasure. I'm gonna find fabric and chests right now. Probably in wreckage, so maybe I'll go look inside the wreckage there and see if I can get some fabric for these agility boots. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster. So I can explore more on my limited oxygen. So I can just breathe slower. Tasty oxygen. Getting more meteors touching down? Yeah, we are. Snag some more cobalt. I think this shit stays on the ground for a long time. The stuff from meteors. When I need cobalt, I can't find cobalt. Indoor ladder. Meteors. I think what I need is oxygen. Oxygen level low. Critical. I think what I need is more solar panels. Alright, let's ship that. Need to find some more seeds. Probably end up getting a multitude of food in here too. Alright, here's the entrance. New message received. Anyway, let's build this here. Probably gonna need some of this. Let's take a look around in here. See, there's passage to the left. Can't dismantle this yet. What is in here? Spacesuit locker. That's a lot of spacesuits. Alright, there's some fabric. That's suddenly seeds. Blueprints. We can get iron from the chests. Anything in here? No? Wait. Do it through the wall? Alright, stuff. Should I equip one? That looks... How's that look? Hooray! Oh, this one. And this one? I think I like the second one more. This one. Alright, let's keep searching out treasures. Treasure. Fabric. Treasure. My inventory space. Need more inventory space. Get some extra glugs. Alright, where else can we find treasure? Delete the beams. Let's see, path over here. Tier 2 heater. Whoa. Blueprint. Suddenly aluminum. I'll have to come back to delete you chests later. Getting stuck on debris. Random super alloy. Alright, back into delete chests. Iron. Is that all for here? No ladders going up. Tier 2 solar panel. Oh, let's bring back the important stuff like blueprints. 200% seeds. Need a couple fabric. The aluminum. Blueprints. More 200% seeds. Let's get these seeds going too. Alright, adventures. I can see the blue of the solar panels from here. I think tier 2 solar panels take aluminum though, and I don't have a large amount of aluminum yet. What I do need though is more veggies. Tier 2 heater. Hey, look, I just disassembled one. Alright, agility boots. Move faster. Alright, 200% seeds. So now we're getting some oxygen. Let's also study these. Tier 1 mining speed. Compass. Tier 2 mining speed. Tasty. When do I get the next exoskeleton? There it is. From heat. Tier 2 heater takes aluminum, but is 15 times better. I'm going to fetch more of the stuff back. All these metals. Run around, run around. I think one tier 2 solar panel is what, triple? A regular one? 6.5, 19, yes. But it takes aluminum. No, I'm silicon starved. I think I'm picking up some random silicon. I think when I get my next tier of oxygen. Beacon! I think will I make it? Will I reach critical levels? My oxygen! My inventory space, mainly. Random double bed blueprint. Alright, starting on the tier 2 heaters. My hydration. Glug. More heaters. It's like suddenly heat wave. More vegetable tubes too. Which means ice. Tier 3 oxygen tank. Let's work on my new oxygen tank so I can go out for longer. We're 17% done for a blue sky. Let's make use of these seeds. Get some more oxygen going. Oh, heat's working up towards the tier 2 exoskeleton. Better oxygen capacity. Better oxygen capacity. 280. It looks like quite the drill. Eventually gets to the ore extractor. That's going to take a lot of drilling. There's food grower. Getting close to locker storage too, which is bigger storage. Tier 2 exoskeleton. And it needs aluminum. Don't have any more aluminum. Look for aluminum. It's suddenly bright. So I haven't picked up all the aluminum around here yet. There's one. There's some more. There's a bunch of areas blocked off by ice here. And you can get them through them once your heat is high enough. There's another aluminum. Let's pick up more of this. New message received. Should be a treasure over here too. No, I'll just try to pick up aluminum. There's a whole area dedicated to aluminum in that direction. Might want to head over there next. I've been receiving transmissions. To convict, you have been chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition. To get all the charges against you dropped, you must fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you the required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Court. If our sensors do not detect any advancement in the terraformation process, you will be considered missing and the charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value over anything on the planet. You're only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the Terraformation Index. You're not allowed to leave the planet until the terraformation is complete. Identification unnamed. Unclaimed. Null. Ezekiel Prime. Planet unnamed is located in the Ezekiel Prime sector, a pre-civilization sector crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big spaceports. Sector has 842 planets, 13,511 stars, and is 7,000 parsecs wide. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. Who's Riley? Hello! Finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advice. Success rate for planet crafters is very low because it's an almost impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe in space racks. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetable seeds. Exploration and improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chance of survival. I hope this message reaches you. What a great guy. How are we doing here? Slowly working towards food grower. Alright, I want a tier 2 exoskeleton. Boop. Let's get some mining speed. Super alloy. I found one super alloy back at the ship, right? Used to get tier 2 mining. My terraformation index is increasing. I'm gonna take more food. Oh, there's a super alloy. Beans. If I recall, beans are actually really good. I think it's 60. So they're better than the random food. The space food. Alright. Better mining chip. Compass chips so I don't get lost. I have the 5 chips in. My stuff is tier 3. Need some more water. Locker storage. Because what I need is something that uses up even more iron. There, make a bit of storage. Alright, bigger containers. 30% of the way. Ooh, a food grower. Takes 15 energy per second. That's a lot. But I feel like it's something I need in my life. I can mine faster now. Getting all the minerals. Need that silicon and iron. Inventory full. Alright, there goes all my power. Vegetables in space. Alright, let's grow some fart vegetables. Alright, that'll take a while to grow. Tier 3 drill. My iron supply. It's like suddenly I'm finding silicon everywhere. You know, I'm not finding iron. Go and build more solar panels. What I need was more power. Inventory space. I need to start hitting the pressure hard. That way I can get to the ore extractor and start getting aluminum and iridium easily. Need more of these. Need more power. Look at all the solar panels. Gobble gobble. Yeah, so pressure leads through here. I need 155 pressure. And this takes a lot of aluminum. Takes up 3.5 more energy, but gives like 15 times more pressure. But that aluminum cost, though, probably worth. Explore over here for more aluminum. 3 tiers to... I believe there's an ice spot over here. Yeah, here. Yep, 500 heat. Pick up the aluminum here, though. Lots of iridium. Treasure. Whoa, aluminum. I'm okay with this. Oh, there goes my inventory space. Oxygen. I'm gonna start doing big drilling. Let me some of these. Save some power. Just want to do more big drilling. We had stuff for another solar panel. Whee! Solar panels! So an extra 49 available. Can make another one of these. There. I believe 2 will satisfy like my food for the rest of the... forever. Whee! Plants! So now the pressure's gonna go up a little faster. Glug! What else can I make with all this stuff? Even foundations need iron. And back over here, I can probably deconstruct a lot of stuff that I built earlier. There's another wreckage I can explore up here. But we don't need those. Or those. There's a wreckage up there. So I should be fairly close to... Oh, suddenly stuff. No aluminum though. Disappoint. Close to my original crash point. It's over there. Now let's pick up one of you. And let's build a little hut up here. Yeah, if you open the treasure chest later in the game, you find like more impressive stuff like rods for things. My index is increasing faster. Oh, I just come up here to the entrance. This thing is still melting. Make it floaty. Can I fit 3 across? Yes, kind of. In the wall. Well, let's take a look around inside. This is a big ship, so I don't think I can actually get everything here yet. Let's see, we have passage to the left with stuff. Anything in these cabinets? That debris. Take that apart. Get a blueprint. Blueprints are always nice. Nothing stashed away. Alright, stash the stuff. More storage space. I'll say I brought water, right? Oh, sounds like another meteor swarm. Nothing on these shelves back here. I continue on through here. What's in here? Very little. What's this way? Ooh, treasure. More stuff. And go out and back in. Meteors. Pastera seed, 200%. Alright, back in. This game has a nice mixture of crafting and exploration. Kind of reminds me of Satisfactory, but Satisfactory has more things that get mad at you. Break those apart. Deconstruct. Through the wall. Can't deconstruct you yet. Another spacesuit. More treasure. Good source of aluminum to start. Get out of the way. Guessing I don't have enough room to deconstruct you yet. Back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Tier 1 nuclear reactor. Okay, now we'll rip this apart. Suddenly items. Debris. Whoa, treasure. Ma inventory space. Ma hydration. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Most important, I think, is the aluminum. Has this melted enough for me to get through yet? No, not yet. Needs to melt a little more. Over there, I believe, is osmium, which I need to make other stuff more advanced. I think the ore extractor takes osmium. Anyways, Jesus. Oh, hello. Machinery log number 436. This morning on our 17th day of space travel to Stigmar, the ship inexplicably exited hyperspace velocity. The navigation tools went crazy and the ship lost power as if it had been drained by some exterior thing. We're going to try to make an emergency landing on this unreported planet. I'm not sure what we'll find. There seems to be a huge storm on the surface of this planet. I hope we make it. Sounds like you didn't. Alright, so this thing requires more endgame stuff that you have to use to this, and it opens up several doors. So I can't do that yet. But I think that's everything that I can do in here so far. We got some chips, some aluminum. Aluminum's important. So are the blueprint chips. What else should I take home? More seeds. Make more oxygen. And iron. Alright, that adventure complete. Also at 140,000, so getting close to the 175,000 point. Follow the edge. Over there is aluminum. Alright, head back here. That's right, relieve that pressure. Laser drill. Alright, let's study these blueprints. What do we get? Tier 2 agility boots. Living compartment corner. Whoa, super alloy. Do get some aluminum though, which I'll probably need for super alloy. Am I close to the tier 3 vegetube? Yeah, I kind of am. These ones are probably going to take aluminum, right? Halfway to the ore extractor. Tasty treats. Need more tasty water. Alright, I can't make super alloy until I reach this. Alright, tier 3 vegetube. Yes, it needs aluminum. Should I go on an expedition to get some aluminum? Aluminum fields over there. To the east. And go hunt down some uranium too for the extra power. And over here is the aluminum fields. Build another floaty thing. And what have we got in here? Stuff. Not great stuff. A single piece of aluminum. Aluminum. A decent amount of it in this general area. So in the future, when you start doing some ore extracting, this is where you have to put it to get aluminum. And there's a wreckage there. A semi-wreckage. Cave with treasure. Yeah, the iridium area in this area, the first. So this is blue sky. Advanced craft station. First, more aluminum. Get more of it. Because you need so much of it. Alright, let's go back to the west. Long walk back and forth. Want to make my tier 2 boots. Alright, do we get a new message? From Riley. I read that you have a greater chance of success if you build your base at an altitude. I'm not sure why yet. And if you manage to heat the planet up enough, some caves should become accessible when the ice melts. And one last thing, you can... End of communication. Message intercepted. Alright, a bit more aluminum. Which I need at least 3. Let's put an advanced craft station right in the way. Oh, tier 4 stuff. It needs super alloys. Which I need more cobalt. Super alloy uses one of like all the main ones, including aluminum. There's this cobalt, iron, titanium, magnesium, silicon, aluminum. That's what you need to make super alloys. You can also find some super alloys, like I believe those cliffs over there have some. And I believe there's a cave in this direction according to this map. Super alloys. So I can go faster. Need more minerals. Faster now. Need lots of minerals for super alloys. My Terraformation Index is increasing more rapidly. Need more super alloys. Need more super alloys. Tasty treats. It's like I'm running out of minerals. Suddenly, super alloys. Let's get one titanium and a cobalt. Can't have titanium without tit. I used all the cobalt in the area to make solar panels. Alright, tier 4 backpack. Tier 4 oxygen. Alright, advancements. So, We made it to the first milestone of 175,000, so next time, we're just gonna keep terraforming the planet. Thanks for watching! We're crafting a planet. Food. Did you like this video? If you did, press that like button, leave a comment, and share it. You can press the left button if you want to subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell and press the right button to watch more Planet Crafter. My inventory space.